Dan Orlovsky, who has been a very vocal supporter of the Browns and Baker Mayfield, on the recipe for how the Browns can beat the Chiefs week 1.
They're going to score 30 a game just showing up. Just showing up. So you can't think, oh, we're just going to run the football, because here's the thing. If you run the football, you slow the game down, you minimize your possessions, you better score every possession. You better almost be perfect in every possession. If you look at great offenses in the NFL, they score a touchdown or a field goal on 50% of their drives. The 07 Patriots that we talked about with Brady this morning, they scored on 51%. That is outstanding. You can't do that against the Chiefs run game wise and think that you're going to win. You have to go score 40. That Raiders game last year, they had 5 plays. 5 that covered over 40 yards. The Browns are capable of doing it, but they have to go, and this is their philosophy for the 9,000th time for people at home. They are a throw-first football team. The Cleveland Browns want to pass the ball early, run the ball late. The only chance to beat the Kansas City Chiefs is to think that you have to go score 40-plus points. You are not going to do that, turning around and handing the ball off.
And D-Man, I know what you're thinking. I've been kind of that school of thought. They're going to throw the ball early, and then if they get ahead of you, then they're going to try to let the clock kind of wind and wind and wind.
Dave, can you scrub the first segment where I said the Browns' blueprint is to keep Mahomes on the sideline and basically control the clock so he doesn't get as much time on the field? Because I love Dan Orlovsky, so I'm going to defer to him to a degree. I get what he's saying. Mahomes is capable of an 80-yard touchdown pass every time he goes out there. So he could sit on the sideline and watch you matriculate the ball down the field for 7 minutes and settle for 3, while he goes right back and answers with an 80-yard touchdown, and now you're down 7-3, despite the fact that he's only had the ball for a few seconds. But the reason I said to a degree with Orlovsky is, what's the alternative? The alternative could very well be Baker thinks he's got to get in a shootout. Stefanski thinks he's got to get in a shootout with Mahomes. They throw it. The Chiefs' defense is, stout, and all of a sudden the Browns are turning over the ball, not necessarily turnovers, but possession-wise, real quickly. And so just because you think you need to throw the ball a lot early and run it late, as Orlovsky says, that doesn't guarantee that you're going to complete all those passes that you need to complete, let alone score all the points you need to score. So there has to be a delicate balance there. The one thing is, I'm sure Stefanski cannot go into this game thinking, looking at a certain score and saying, all right, well, I'm pretty sure that those guys are going to score 35, so I've got to score 36 or more. I don't think that would make any sense.
No, and you know what? He's far too smart of a head coach to do that. You kind of see where the game's going, and you know who you are, and you want to be true to who you are.